Hello, true duelists. My name is Craig Fee, and welcome to the new card report, because this is taking over the update. There are no updates anymore. There's only new cards from Duelist Nexus until the end of time, and Duelists of Explosions and every other set. But it's okay, because they're fun to make. It seems Duelist Nexus has all but confirmed that there is a new best deck for the post-Kashtira meta, when Kashtira inevitably gets smacked by the ban list. And it is, of course, the cute little eevee-esque looking thing. The dubious little creature has received 2 new pieces of support to debut in Duelist Nexus. And hey, look at that, they're kind of straight up just nutter butter. They're kind of crazy good, huh? Oh, and Mikanko also exists as well. I forgot, but Konami didn't. So let's start with Purrely Noir, a new rank 2 for Lily that we all knew would inevitably be coming at some point, and did not expect to be this kind of stupidly good. Summonable using 2 level 2s, you'll of course almost never summon it that way because Purrelys don't do that. They're built different. This card will let you discard a card to target and bounce 1 card the opponent controls, or target 2 of the opponent's cards if it has Sleepy Memory attached as a material. That is decent. Potential 2-for-1 for the Boingos is never a bad thing, but it's nothing insane, which is what I've more or less hyped up to this point. The second effect is the somewhat standard thrice per turn of attaching an activated Purrely quick play spell to it as material, but this will also let you set a Purrely trap from the deck as well. So thrice per turn, you can, when you're doing the deck's standard plays, you can also just set a trap. You can just set 3 traps turn 1 if you get this guy out. Because it's not enough to plus through other means, like with Sleepy Memories draw during the opponent's standby. No. This is about getting even more pluses. I just love it when Konami does this. They so clearly design a deck to be better than other decks being released at the same time. I remind you that this is coming out in the same set that's giving us the battle phase dinosaurs that do not matter. Granted, this deck should know what your pluses can do are the thing that matters. It needs to, the pluses have to be meaningful, okay? Came out in the same set as Rescue Ace. Lord knows that deck can show you that a +4 is still a -8 win-loss. Fucking Rescue Ace. So it's great that they also are receiving a new trap as well. Purrely Sherily depicts art of what you want your 2 cats to be like when you introduce them together. And then, you remember that cats are in fact cats, and if you don't introduce them at the same age, if you bring a new cat into a established cat's territory, you're gonna have a bad time, okay? I have a cat, and she's gonna be a fucking loner forever, because it's just me, but she likes me because I give her food, so we're best friends. That's how cats work. Moving on, this is a normal trap card that we're talking about. Its effect is that you can target a Purrely Xyz monster you control, then summon a level 1 Purrely monster from your deck, summon a Purrely Xyz from your extra deck with the same rank as your initially targeted Xyz, and attach a Purrely quick play spell from your deck to the newly summoned Xyz, as well as the level 1 summoned Purrely. So you cheat out another same ranked Purrely Xyz as one you control, give it the appropriate quick play spell to give it its best possible effects, and 2 materials total, one of them being the level 1. I don't even know what card to equate this to. Does this have an equivalent? Like, this is emergency teleport, but for the extra deck and also fully equipped with materials? Is it more of like a pseudo instant fusion for Xyz? I don't think this has an equivalent. I think this is the new standard. This is the new absurdity that future cards will be compared to. And it's settable off of Noir, because using a quick play gets you a free extra Xyz for your disruptions on top of everything else that you're doing because you activated the deck's effect. You just got the plus for playing. Look, I don't want to be YouTube man number 612 here saying that deck is broken, but this feels, it's like finding out that Gage is gonna fight the Kali effect and just like a physical fight, and then you realize that there's maybe a bit of disparity, so you decide to even things out. You give Kali effect a fucking sword, and it's like, yeah, now the fight's fair. Purrely in this instance is Kali effect, and they've given him a big ass fucking sword in the form of just a free extra Xyz to do even more shenanigans with. Brilliant. Brilliant. It's what the deck was missing. It wasn't topping enough in the OCG already. That all being said, I have a Purrely core already, and that means I'm the winner because it's cute. And that's the two deciding factors: is were you smart and bought it because it's cute, or are you a meta sheep and you bought it because you follow Road to the King and you need to have the best possible. I'm cool now. All right, fuck this segment, it's done. And oh yeah, there are other decks from Amazing Defenders as well. My sources are telling me that Mikanko is in fact an entire deck and not just a snatch steal engine that was played in Tearlaments at one point in time. And as proof of this claim, they've gotten Konami to give the deck 2 new cards as well. I'm sure they'll be just as good for their deck as what it is Purrely just got. Smile. Arahim? Yeah, good enough. Arahim, the manifested Mikanko, is a new level 9 ritual with fat donuts in the stat line as a standard and an effect. Because, yeah, they didn't print a level 9 vanilla ritual with no attack. If it's in your hand or your grave, while you have another Mikanko card in your grave, you can target one monster on the field and equip it with this card as an equip spell. The reward for doing so? During the end phase, you can bounce both this card and the monster it's equipped to the hand. Wow. That's crazy, dude. You know what's crazier? For whatever reason, if you were to summon this card, it has a monster effect, and that's that it's indestructible by battle, and your opponent takes any battle damage that you would have taken. It's got the same effect every other card has, just with none of the other benefits every other card has. That's crazy that they even made this a monster in my eyes, kinda. It's crazy. It's nuts. Purrely's new monster pluses them for making their plays, and this one has an effect to bounce a monster and can't even do so before the battle phase to try and get in damage. I love when Konami does this. So clearly designing one deck to be worse than the others. This, I remind you, is in the same set as the new Infernoble support, a series that had new plays added to make actual impact and improve on the deck's plays. Fear not, however, there's also another trap for this deck as well, and maybe that'll fix it. And this is punctuated by the words big ass smile, because bet you can't guess where we're going with this. Mikanko Spiriting Away. We'll get a few too many Ghibli fans excited for its name, but don't get too excited. This is a trap card for the Mikanko archetype. Temper yourself. This has 2 effects. The first activates on field and can target an opponent's monster to equip it to a Mikanko you control, and if you control a ritual monster, you can then burn the opponent for 500 for each equip spell you control. I mean, that's solid removal. And it does have a grave effect that's like Trickstar Reincarnation of sorts, able to banish itself from the grave to summon a Mikanko monster from your grave or hand. My initial take is that the first effect is decent removal, all things considered. It's not a bad way to clear a monster without sending it to the grave or whatever. However, upon doing a bit of research, most people are telling me that this is not what the deck needs at all, which makes sense because we already know what the good deck is from Amazing Defenders, and in Konami's divine sense of humor, it is not the one that sets 4 from the deck. It's now the one that sets 3 from the deck. Okay, I get it. I see what you did there. And that's it. So thanks as always to, say it with me folks, the LIFD magnetic display. The best way to support the channel currently. And because when I think of level 9 rituals, I think of level 9 meta-defining threats like Necros of Trishula. But Konami apparently thinks of binder fluff like our new Mikanko card. You're not going to play that thing, I can assure you, but it is an anime girl, so some number of you are going to want to buy it. I know my audience. And if that's the case, why not show it off on an LIFD magnetic display and save yourself 15% by using my promo code or by clicking the link in the description. Thanks to LIFD for the support as always, and thank you for watching. And so that wraps it up for this new card report. Just covering the new cards, fucking like 3 days late on this one, but the update's out tomorrow on Friday anyway, so there's small victories. As always, I've been your host, Craig Fee, and make sure you subscribe for that update and one more new card report again later this week. How crazy is that? It's actually incredibly not crazy. I've already told you this yesterday's video. Everyone watches every video, right? Mom, am I funny yet? What is the end of this video? Right, it says, subscribe for the update, become a true duelist, and impress your smoking Italian wife, and then you end it by saying, become a true duelist. And that way it's like, it's you know, the cadence of the voice indicates that the video is done. Assuming you're even still here watching this. In which case, I just have one thing to say. Thanks, man. Or, you know, whatever. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around. There's a, you know, you want to see something crazy? Yeah. Yeah, that's what this is. There's a whole ass fucking light here. If we go back to the studio, the void. It's crazy, eh? The magic of editing. I need to actually go edit. Bye. Purrely depicts art of what you want your two cats to be like together before you get them, and then when you actually get them together, you remember, oh yeah, cats are cats, and if they aren't like raised together up front, if you bring a new cat into an established cat situation, it's fucking bedlam, okay? My cat's an, I don't want to say only child. It's not a child. My cat's a fucking loner, okay? My cat isn't cool. She doesn't have friends. She has me, and it's a somewhat alarming Stockholm-like situation wherein I'm never letting her out of the house, but that is for her own safety, and this bit has gone way off the fucking rails, so here's a picture or a video of my cat to have kept you and keep you distracted as I pivot into what the hell it is this trap card that I'm actually talking about does. Where did I go from here? It's a normal trap that lets you target a Purrely Xyz you control to summon a level 1 Purrely monster from your deck, then summon a Purrely Xyz from your extra deck with the same rank as the initially targeted Xyz, and attach a Purrely quick play spell from your deck to the newly summoned Xyz, whose name is Anshin said. Okay.